Hey friend, today we're gonna be entirely down on the floor. We're gonna be doing some bridging and we're gonna do some rock and rolling. So if you have the option to pad yourself up some more, you might really like that. Otherwise, it's gonna be another quickie with a big impact. So let's get into it. Join me on the floor. We're gonna get comfy, cozy. Go ahead and plant your feet. Legs are bent to about 90 degrees. Move around as much body as you need to. Put some loving hands on yourself. Move your meat so you can fully let your back pockets melt into the floor. Let your shoulders go, let your collarbones melt. And we're gonna start to drop the knees side to side. This can be just a little wiggle, a nice little massage for the tailbone, or you can really drop to one side, let the lower back twist, drop to the other side. Maybe you turn your face away from the side you drop your knees. Maybe you gently push into the floor at an angle with your feet, using a little bit of leverage here. Good. If you'd find a place you'd like to stay and hang out, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, let's start to work our way back up to the middle. We're gonna plant our feet. Make sure you can feel your whole foot on the ground. Again, legs are bent to about 90 degrees. We're gonna experiment a little here. So we're aiming for a floor bridge. You know what? I changed my mind on the fly. Let's start with a floor bridge. We're gonna push our feet down into the floor so much that our hips start to lift. We feel our hamstrings engage. We feel our glutes squeeze. We come up to a plank. And we slowly soften, hinging back down to the floor. Can you relax your upper body? Maybe even go hands to your belly. Push the feet down into the ground. Push, push, push. Drive the world away from you. Squeezing glutes to lift up to this plank. And slowly softening to lower. Good. Pushing the feet down into the floor. Dig in to lift. Finding extension in the hips. And softening. 2 more here. Pressing down through both your heels and all 10 toes. Push, push, push back behind you. And let it soften. Here we go. Last one. Pressing down, lifting up. And we lower. Now we're gonna get experimental. That same thing we just did, we're gonna do it with only the right leg. Press your right foot down so much, pushing, 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 driving the floor away. Let your hips do whatever they want. Pushing into that right side, driving the floor away. Little lift, little twist. What does that feel like? And we lower. Ooh, other side, pushing down through the left foot. Stomp through the left foot so much that your hips start to lift. Let it twist, let it do what it wants. And lower. Good. Again, right side, push into that right foot. Lifting off. Totally asymmetrical. Lower it back down. Other side, pushing, using that foot to instigate this movement. Planting that foot is your powerhouse. Your body likes to respond to the floor. It likes to know it has a task to do. It goes, oh, push the floor away, okay. All of a sudden, everything's engaged, everything's working, everything's moving as one. Push down and lift. Good, you can stay here if you like, working side to side, or if you want a little more. When I push down with my right foot, I'm gonna lift my right arm overhead, reach back towards the left corner of my mat. And lower. Other side, pushing down through my left foot, reaching up and overhead with my left arm over to the right. One big line in the body. And lower. Good. If the arms are uncomfortable, forget them. Right side again, pushing down, allowing yourself to twist, maybe a little reach, push away. And lower. And left, pushing down into the floor, reaching, rolling back. And lower. Good. One more time each side and then we'll be done. in your own time, exploring where this can go. And let your back pockets melt down to the ground. Let's release the legs, maybe extend and shake them out. Maybe you're comfy here, maybe you'd like to bring them in towards you. We're gonna go into a bit of a happy baby, but it doesn't need to be anything serious. Take your knees wide, add a little rock side to side across your back pockets. Maybe you grab behind the knees, maybe you grab behind the calves. Maybe you grab the outsides of your feet or your big toes. Oh, allowing the knees to drop back towards the armpits. Allowing every segment of the spine to sink heavy down towards the floor. Can you soften your shoulders? Can you soften your elbows? Can you stretch out a little longer crown to tail? Can you use each exhale to let go of your hips 1% more every time? Go, my friends. Now, we're about to be done. If you'd like to roll off to the side and push yourself up, that's a great place to go. It's going to be a little gentler, especially if you're on a hard floor. If you're open to something more adventurous, we're gonna rock and roll this like a ball up to the top, okay? I'm gonna bring my knees a little closer together. I'm gonna grab behind my knees. You could go over top as well. We're gonna start to roll, curling up the spine like a cat spine, rolling up and down. Keep it round. Nice and soft. Mushing through the body into the floor. I'm gonna go for 2 more rocks, and we're gonna bring ourselves all the way up to the top. Whew. Thanks so much for being here with me today. I hope you enjoyed something a little more playful. Well done to you for showing up yet again, and I'll see you tomorrow.